I'm so sleepy. I didn't get to sleep until really late last night and then I woke up early. Sleepy girl. It's Sunday and it's very gloomy outside. I feel like it's the first cozy autumn Sunday of the year. I'm definitely a sun baby through and through, but I do love the cozy days. Did you hear my dog? I haven't been on my phone yet this morning. I am really trying from today not to check my phone when I wake up, just because I've been reading a lot about dopamine, and whatever your first dopamine hit of the day is, that's what your body and mind craves for the rest of the day. And my screen time this week has been disgusting. I'm talking like 9+ hours every day, and I do work from my phone, so I have to give myself a little bit of grace in that department, but it still should be nowhere near that high. I've just been stuck in a cycle of just whenever I'm bored or have nothing to do, I just scroll. And I think there's nothing wrong with scrolling through TikTok or whatever for a little bit, but it gets to a point when you know that it's damaging you, but you just keep doing it. Like, it fucks up my eyes, makes me feel disorientated, makes me feel detached from reality, which can sound really dramatic. But it's true, if I have consecutive days where I'm spending 9+ hours on my phone, it just makes me feel a little bit delulu. And not in the good way. Sometimes it's good to be delulu, but it's not the good type of delulu, okay? God, my voice is so croaky. I sound like I've smoked 20 Marlboros every day for the past 40 years. So today's mission is spend basically no time on my phone. These pajamas, my mom gave me them. They're from Marks and Spencer's, and you know Marks and Spencer's are a bit bougie. I would never spend like £40 on pajamas, but she handed them down to me because they don't fit her, and they're so comfortable, like unbelievably comfortable. I love them so much. So I think from now on I will be investing a little bit money. It's very early. I will be investing a little bit more money in my PJs because it makes such a match. Guys, it's too early. I can't speak. I can't speak. So I'll see you a little bit later when I've woken up a little bit. Yeah? This is so yummy. Yogurt is like gone warm from the warm peach, and it kind of tastes like custard, like vanilla custard. I'm obsessed with cacao nibs. I put them on everything. Everything. They're just so delicious and crunchy, and they're so good for you because of the magnesium. Magnesium is so important for the body. And what better way to get it in you than with a crunchy little chocolate nib? You know what I mean? I've been awake for a couple of hours and I haven't checked my phone yet, so I'm going to check it for literally 2 minutes, see if I have any messages from my friends and any emails to answer, and that's it. Okay, you know what it is, you always think you're going to come back to your phone after not being on it to 50 messages from friends or like a voicemail of an emergency that's happened, but nothing is ever there. See? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Check my emails. Like I say, I don't think I'll get any work emails on a Sunday. Nothing. Excuse me. Excuse me. Nothing. That's it. My hair right now looks hilarious. It looks like that's my hair. I look like a little lad. Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. I'm going to take my supplements. I have iron, B12, magnesium and vitamin D, and I've run out of probiotics. I need to order some more because probiotics are very important for your tummy. I'm about to get my mat out and do some yoga. I've been loving this channel. She's called Rain Batista, and it just shows you that you really don't need many subscribers or followers to have really good content, because her content is so good. I love her yoga flows, and to be honest, they are on the more advanced side. Definitely more advanced than where I'm at, but I've just been doing them anyway, and when the moves are too hard or too advanced, I just modify them or just do a different move. And I know that might sound a bit silly, but I just think it's really good for me to push myself and try some harder flows in combination with ones that I am more comfortable with. I'm going to get my mat out. I'm not going to film it just because I like to really concentrate on it and not have to go back and forth between the camera and whatnot. I just like to get in the zone. You know what I mean? Squeaky clean from my shower, and now I've just done a little face mask. It's this one from the Body Shop. It's the, that's not focusing, it's the Japanese matcha tea pollution clearing mask, and it's so good. It has little exfoliating bits in. It just seems to get all the dirt out of your skin. You know what I mean? There is something so satisfying about applying a face mask with one of these brushes. It just feels like you're doing a painting on your little face. Also, I know this looks like a bottle of piss I'm holding up right now, but after I do any kind of strenuous exercise on my muscles, like a harder yoga workout or Pilates or whatever, I have been trying to drink electrolytes. I use these ones, where are they? And they're actually really tasty because a lot of them can be gross. It's these ones. Tuesday Pandy Active. Tuesday Pandy Active? I don't know. It's the peach flavour, and they're from Amazon, and they're quite tasty. I am so bad at drinking water. To be fair, I do have a lot of these big teas. I probably have 3 or 4 of these teas a day, so that probably equates to quite a lot of water. But some days I do feel myself being very dehydrated, so getting some electrolytes down me just seems to help. And these are also good when you've been drinking a bit of alcohol, darling. When you're hungover or before you go out to drink, have some electrolytes, and it helps a lot. Quite tasty indeed. I think bettering yourself is all just about making really small changes. You don't have to do anything drastic. It's just little habits that make a big difference in the long run. I think when you think about self-improvement and becoming a better version of yourself, it can seem quite daunting or almost impossible, and like you have to change who you are, but you really don't. It's just about acknowledging what's good for you, what isn't good for you, and then making the changes necessary. For example, I know that I spend way too much time on my phone, and I know that is a cause of a lot of my anxiety and a lot of me feeling just generally shit and run down. So I am really committed now to making that change and making sure that I cut my screen time down a lot. And yes, I do work on my phone, but I have to be real with myself and know that that isn't an excuse. I can work from my phone, do the emails I need to do, film the content I need to film, whatever, and then put it down. I don't have to do those things and then scroll on TikTok or scroll on Instagram for literally 3-4 hours. It doesn't need to happen. So you just have to be honest with yourself about the things that you need to change. I know that I'm bad with hydrating myself, so something as small as just making sure that I have some electrolytes, investing some money in it, because they're like £8 and you don't get that many, so it is a little bit of an investment. But it's just about what you think is worth putting your money and your time and your effort into if you want to become a better version of yourself. And I'm not saying you have to become this superhuman, productive, perfect all the time being. That's not what I'm saying at all. Nobody's perfect, and you don't have to be perfect. It's just not realistic. But if there are things in your life and things that you do that you know make you feel shit and don't make you feel good, and you know it's something that you can change, then it's just about thinking how to actually change it. And a lot of the time it's just about doing small things. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you have to be perfect. I'm not saying that I'm all of a sudden going to become this perfect being once I cut my screen time down and I'm going to feel amazing all the time. That's not what I'm saying, because nobody's perfect and you are going to have days where you don't feel as good, and that's completely normal and human. I'm just saying it's about making those conscious changes. Well, I hope you're resting. Sit there?
Yeah.
I have a little stalker. She's so weird. So we have some delicious leftover lentil dal soup. It's so good. And then I added some stock in, some turmeric, because I try and get turmeric in my diet as much as possible because it's so anti-inflammatory and so good for you. And then I added a dollop of yogurt on top for some creaminess. My dog is cracking me up right now. Everywhere I go, she's just watching me. But when I try and let her in, she won't come inside. She's crazy. So flavorful, so yummy. Quite literally gone in 60 seconds. I didn't have any vegan butter in the house to make that crumble vegan. So for me and Jamie, I'm going to defrost a couple of these Snickers slices. They are unbelievably good. It's like a no-bake biscuit base, a date caramel, salted peanuts, some milk chocolate on top. So delicious. These are my favourite dessert ever in the entire world. I will never, ever, ever, ever get sick of these. I have them every week and I'll just never tire of them. They're so good. Are the silky PJs back on? And it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Yes, indeed they are, but that's just what Sundays are about, in my opinion, just being in your pyjamas, so I will not feel guilty for it. So for dinner, it looks gorgeous. I've done some crispy potatoes, some breaded tofu, a kale salad, some crispy chickpeas, some sesame oil, green beans and broccoli. It looks so gorgeous. I actually filmed a video yesterday eating like Emma Chamberlain for a day, and it's inspired by the meal that I had then for dinner. It's so pretty with tahini on. I'm very excited to munch on this. Jamie's having the same, and we're going to watch Good Will Hunting. My favourite movie.
I haven't thought about you since. Do you know what occurred to me? No. You're just a kid. You don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about. Oh, thank you. Tell me.